Hey, Brother William, what's up, man? God bless you too, bro. All right, good morning, everybody. Good vibes. We'll get to jamming a little bit here in just a minute. I want to say hi to everybody, man. I got my computer all out of whack here, as you guys know. I'm not exactly the greatest, but we're working on it, and we've made it a long ways in the past few days together, guys. Um, Desi, I appreciate you stopping in earlier, man. I understand the way schedules work, and sometimes it's not able, but I see your comment, and I appreciate you being here, brother. Thank you. Um, let's see, that's for me. Creating change, I want to thank you. It felt good, felt right. Okay. Hey, William, appreciate you, man. Good morning. Good morning. I appreciate you being here, man. Thank you. Hey, it's been a good week. A lot of learning going on. I'm looking into some ways to upgrade my sound just a little bit. Uh, all right. Hey, I like it. Does it sound all right? Seriously, this morning, because I man, I'm working through this phone, and it's just hard. It's hard. I listen back to it sometimes, and it's like, man, it's not. It doesn't. It sounds okay to me, but it doesn't sound as good as what it could sound. I think you know what I'm saying. Um, Surviving together. Appreciate you being here, man. This is creating change. My name's Guy. This is Good Vibes. We're going to hit on some topics today, and just say howdy to everybody. We're going to play a little bit of music. I just stopped and wanted to say good morning to everyone. It's been a trying week. Not in a bad way, just trying to get some of this new technology under my belt, try to learn how to do some of this work through StreamYard, which it's been pretty good. My biggest problem's been just not knowing anything. about the computer. That's been my biggest problem. But hey, I appreciate you being here. Good vibes to you. Sent from some. Hey, thank you. I have a hard time pronouncing her name. Zimina. I don't. Once I hear her say it again another time, then I'll be able to do it better. But man, she's just been wonderful, or ma'am, whoever. I'm sorry to even say it, but she's just been wonderful, very kind, and reached out and asked me to come over to her channel, and I would, I told her that I would love to do that. So hopefully, me and her can make that happen and get to speak to her. I would love to get to do that. I watched what I could of an interview she had with someone yesterday, a lady. I won't go into detail about it, but it was a very touching story, and it was, yeah, it was good. Okay, I'm catching up with you guys. Oh, okay, okay. Because I can't, sometimes I can't remember because honestly, I do most of my stuff off of this phone. So some comments and some things go past me, especially if it's happening fast, because I can't keep up. And I'm not wearing the sunglasses for the cool factor. Let me just throw this out there for everybody. I know that they're abundantly cool, and I get that, but that's not the reason. My eyes were killing me. I worked on this computer for like the first day that I started, like, okay, I'm gonna learn how to use StreamYard. Well, StreamYard wasn't the problem. The problem was I didn't know how to use this computer. I spent hours like that on this dude. I was like, oh God. And my eyes just like right at the top side of like the inside part of like that part and that part right there. I looked in the mirror and I was like, good gracious, man, you've got to do something, dude. So I, I, I'm gonna limit myself. I ain't doing that. I ain't going like that no more. But we're getting her figured out, and just know that I appreciate you and I see you, and I will blue you up because I know exactly who you are now. My problem is I'm using my camera, and I'm using my phone as what I'm doing my camera with, and I'm using my computer as what I'm doing StreamYard with. And I'm going to tell you what, by next week, I'll be able to go through and do all this easily. But right now, it's just, I don't want to learn no more. I ain't going to lie to you. My mind, just, I'm getting there though. If you'd have just seen me this past week, hey, I think it was 68 minutes going live, and I couldn't get my camera to work. Well, I kept fooling with everything, doing everything I could. And finally, Big Jack from Big Jack Storytime, I'm going to shout him out probably every day for a long time. But he wound up calling me and personally calling me, right? And he's like, hey, man, all right, we're going to walk through this because I'm at this point, I'm like, dude, I don't know what to do. I've hit every button. I've hit every button on this keyboard, and I don't know what to do. So anyway, he calls me up and he's like, all right, let's walk through this together because I'm starting to have one of my months where it's like, all right, whatever. I'm just going to go through the phone from now on. I ain't even going to use this computer. I'll throw it out the window and that'll make me feel good. Well, he called me up, and surely enough, it was the little slide thing that closes the daggone camera on there. I think it was 68 minutes going through every setting that I could figure out on the computer part. And Miss Tajmir and I think Miss Boogie, I think there was a couple of them mentioned to me like, well, I looked, I didn't see it. Hey, it's so small. And I didn't realize that sucker was there. So I spent a lot. Anyway, all right, I get started. Y'all get used to that because I get started because I can't, I just get started. But thank you very much for being here and just bear with me because I'm learning. It's good vibes though. Thank you. Let's see. Let me catch. Man, I got myself out of order, but that's a good thing because that means everybody's in here talking, and that's cool. And it's good vibes. I'm gonna play us another little song that I wrote. I'm gonna play a song that I wrote. That last song is a song that I wrote. It actually does have words. I'll just be honest with you, it's fairly new, and I'm not quite ready to try to sing it yet. You know what I mean? It's one of them. I'm just kind of letting it marinate in my head because it was a worked song. I have songs that what I call worked, meaning that I had to like sit down and put some effort into it, some thought behind it, or maybe it was just something made up, a fun song. That's a worked song for me. And then I have those songs that for whatever reason I hit a certain chord or something, some line comes into my head, and the next thing I know, I got a song wrote. So this is one of them. This is one of them just come to me songs. So. Well, I've been in a hurry since I don't know when. Gotta bring it on back, start over again. Yeah, bring it on back to a nice slow pace, the kind where God like me wins the race. You slow it on down, take the time it takes to take a real good look around. Yeah, bring it on back to a nice slow pace, the kind where God like me wins the race. Let's slow it down. Well, I got me a woman, yeah, she's better than most. Yeah, I get the space I need to really cut loose. Yeah, she slows it on down to a nice slow pace, the kind where God like me wins the race. You slow it on down, take the time it takes to take a real good look around. Yeah, bring it on back to a nice slow pace, the kind where God like me wins the race. Yeah, man, slow it on down, guys. Good vibes to everybody this morning. Hope everybody's doing outstanding. Then we'll get her up. Let me hang that guitar up before Brother William tries to come through the phone and get my getter. Hey, that is a nice little playing guitar though, William. To be honest though, I probably should have made sure it was in better tune. I could tell it was out, But hey, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? I am in Surviving Together. I am in Southwest Virginia, about an hour outside of Bristol, I guess. And then I'm not far from West Virginia, not far from North Carolina and Kentucky. Yeah, down. Well, I guess depending on where you're at, I'd be wherever direction. But yeah, in the mountains, Appalachian Mountains. Nature Girl with Jesus. Hello. Thank you very much for being here. I know you've been familiar with my journey a little bit this week. I'm pretty sure I've seen you stopping in. Whew, it's been a good one. Been a good but it's good to see Friday. But guys, good vibes. See you. I'm gonna bring on Brother Shine. If Brother Shine is popping, let me bring old Brother Shine up in here. I think. Hey, is your mic going, brother?
I am on, I
There he
believe.
is, man. There he is. Good morning, Shine. How we doing up in the North Country, brother?
We're doing good up here today, man. Sun splitting the trees, no complaints. It's actually like one of them really nice, like kind of snows on the ground. It's soft. So sun splitting the trees. Beautiful day to get outside. So got to get out a bit earlier there this morning, and everything's kind of shut down. They shut down stuff up here a lot on Fridays, or they'll cut out earlier on
Okay.
Fridays. So that's kind of nice, especially if you're a kid in school, because they get to miss like it's almost a day a month they're missing right now at this
Okay.
point. So, but it's good because it gives me a chance to spend time with the boy. You know what I mean, and do stuff that wouldn't otherwise maybe have time to do in between everything else that goes on in life. But yeah, man, we're all good up here. How about you? How you doing?
Hey, man, doing good. I know a little bit of our country right up north of me has gotten a lot of ice, a lot of bad weather. A lot of my family in Northeast Maryland, um, well, Northeast,
Yeah,
but in Maryland and surrounding areas, I know that they're getting ready to get some weather going on. And of course, here in the States, in New Orleans, we got the Super Bowl going on this weekend. So, you
that's
know,
right too. That's right too.
yeah.
Actually, my boy was asking me. He's like, because I used to play ball back in the day, but I don't. I'm not big for like watching sports on TV. If that makes
Mm,
sense, I love
mhm,
playing them, but
mhm.
um, yeah. He was asking. He said, "Hey, could we?" Because he's at that age now where he hears about Super Bowl parties and stuff. He's
Yes.
like, "Let's throw a Super Bowl party." I was like, "Do you even know what teams are playing?" Because I don't know what teams are playing. He's like, "Doesn't matter. It's a party." I'm like, "Yep, you're my son."
No doubt.
Anytime for a party, man. You know what I mean? So
Hey,
yeah,
I love it. I
yeah.
love it, man. Well, we've got looks like 7 people in house that are in the chat, but I don't know about all the rest of it, but we got seven of our family in here. Hey, I just seen what the quack.
I seen that
What
too. I was
the
laughing when I was waiting in the green room. That's such a great name. It's such a
yes.
great name.
Hey, why don't you go through and say howdy to everybody, brother?
Yeah, I was gonna do that. William,
Okay.
good morning to you, brother. What the quack, of course. Good morning to you. Surviving together. Nature girl with Jesus. Or natural girl, nature girl. I'm sorry, I got really bad eyes and I gotta lean in when I do that. So don't take any offense. I apologize if I say it wrong. I see Boogie popping up here. So yeah, thank you guys for doing hanging out with us this week. It felt like a bit of a gauntlet just with figuring some of this stuff out, but I mean, it's been an awesome week. I've had a pleasure doing this with you guys, and meeting all you guys has been a real. It's been really cool. It's been very cool to be part of
It
something outside yourself. You know what I mean?
It
So
has. It has
yeah,
definitely been one of those experiences that I'm at first I was kind of like, should we really work on this so much behind the scenes and do recordings and figure things out? And then it's
yeah,
like, I'm just so glad that embrace it, go with it, get the mistakes over with, get the
yep.
bull crap over with, let everybody see you make the mistakes.
I agree.
Uh,
Yep.
because I feel like that shows us as winners, man. We ain't give up. No, we're still here. And
And
then
I'll
next
tell
week
you,
we're going to be here, and then the
yep.
week after that we're going to be here,
That's right. We ain't
and
going nowhere. Ain't
we
going.
ain't going nowhere.
But
And
but up together. That's what we're doing.
indeed,
You
indeed, and
know,
one thing
all
I
of us.
found is it really does, it frees you up when you just go ahead and go for it. It frees you up. Then it's like,
It
okay,
does. It does because the
it's like
work
no
you
matter
put in.
what happens now, they've seen me fall on my face. I'm good. I'm
Yeah,
good.
yeah, and it's gonna happen anyway. Like
It,
it don't matter if it's now or later. There's gonna be a challenge. There's always challenges, right?
it
So
indeed.
the key I find, man, I've really been embracing that all around. Like whether it's here or it's wherever it may come, just to embrace that because once it's done and you handle it and you figure it out or whatever the conclusion may be to what it is you're doing, I don't know about you, but I feel that vibrance of life, like that sense of accomplishment, the point of doing things. You know what I mean?
Indeed.
So
I got a special friend in the house, man.
yeah,
Josh husband there, guys. He's a personal friend of mine, not just on YouTube, but in the actual real world. Josh, I appreciate you being here, man. I can't wait to come over and jam again, man. Yeah,
awesome.
it'd be fun anytime, anytime. I'd like to when you have the opportunity. You know, I have the capability through StreamYard now. That me and Sean we can have you on and I can bring other folks up in here. It's just a matter of sharing a link to you. So if you'd ever like to come on, just talk or just hang out or just, you know, we do an after show from 11 to 12 and then we try to just freestyle after that. Just talk, see where the conversation takes us during good vibes. It's all about just good throwing good things out, play a little music, do a little poetry reading maybe, or just go through comments and shout all of our people out and just say howdy and a couple jams. And then after show, then we can pull people up and you know,
Yeah.
see where the conversation takes us. Our first real guest that we got to have was Miss Boogie Time, who Miss Boogie Time, Josh, just so you know, does outstanding music. Beautiful young lady,
Yes, sir.
trying to, you know, just be herself and do a good thing. And she's got a music channel. She was on with us and shared about her music and about other things that she's got going on in her life. And me and Shine will always be, you know, right here to support her in her journey. So if you have a chance, go check out some of her music, Josh. Just as a personal, I'm telling you, as a buddy, it's cool. You dig it, so go check it out. But thank you. I know I spent a lot of time with that, but thank you, Josh. I really do appreciate you being here, man. Um, that's a personal friend that I met through Zachary, my best friend, who
Okay.
I've told y'all about.
Yeah.
Yeah, they went to school together, and then both of them, you know, served honorably in the service. You know, both of them in different branches, but
Yep.
either which way to me, I mean,
It's
you
all
know,
part
it's
of it, man.
service to me.
Yep.
It's like, you
Yep.
know, it's like I don't really. I mean, I appreciate either which way. Like I say, man, as a dude that's never been through like, you know, basic training or signed up for the military. Well, I don't have no like I'm a Marine
Yeah,
supporter.
yeah,
I'm a
yeah.
supporter of the dudes that keep me right over
But
here,
that's it,
man.
man. That's it.
I
That's right. That's
every
right.
one of them, every
Yep.
one of them,
Yep.
man. It's like, hey, I
Yep.
got nothing but love and respect, and I try to, you know, try to give them that, you know, automatically. That's automatic, and then after that, I start, you know, hey, however it's going to go from here.
Absolutely, man.
But
Absolutely.
thank you again, Josh. I appreciate you, my man. Thank you, all of you. What the quack? Hey, I'm gonna tell you, hey, I want that. What the quack,
I
man?
know, yeah,
It's
that would
like,
be a wicked T-shirt. I like. I just
hey,
I hear certain things and it'd be like, you know, what on the front
what
and
the
quack on
quack,
the back.
man?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I mean, look, Miss Boogie had to even type it. Look, what the quack? It's just fun to even type, man.
Yeah, it
Boogie.
is. It is.
Yeah, yeah, man. That's
It's
so much fun.
interchangeable because you can use it, you know, in a variety of ways. Right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what's
you
super
can.
cool about it.
Yeah, you can. It's
Yep.
got several different good meanings to it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. I love it.
most of the meaning that I have behind it is probably considered a little bit facetious, but
I think we're both on the same wave level with
yeah, right.
that. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's kind of a
What the
compromise.
quack, son? Come on now.
Yeah, it's a compromise between what I would probably have said off air. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
yes. I can
Like,
read between those lines you're putting down.
oh,
Yeah.
hey, wait a minute. Hold on, Sean. I made a promise. I made a promise.
You did. Are you gonna
You see
fulfill it?
who's in the comments section, don't
I
you?
believe I do.
All right, Mr. Weirdo.
Yes, sir.
Look, you're coming up. Right
Yeah.
now, I'm gonna put a link in the comments section. I've been saying for 2 days that I needed you to come back because the other day it was me and Sean's first day of operating the StreamYard and doing all these new things with the banners and all this kind of stuff and sharing links. Uh, man, I forgot. and it wasn't because I didn't want you up here. I've already shouted you out 3 days in a row, my brother. So
Yeah.
I'm putting the link in. Hey, when we had Miss Boogie on, Mr. Weirdo, when she said share the link, my stomach started hurting. I was like, oh God, I gotta share a link. It was like, but now I'm like, I don't even need the full hat no more at this point for this stage. I got this. All right. Well, let me get it in there first, and then I'm gonna start bragging on myself.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Let's start counting our chickens too soon.
Yeah, let's not get carried away with everything that we know yet until we know that we know.
That's, you know what I mean.
Hey,
You know what I mean, man.
I've learned some hard lessons by counting on. Let's see now. Let's see. Oh snap! It did. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on now. Now. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Yes. All right, hold on. It's coming.
All right. Well,
Dude, man, you don't know how good it makes me feel.
I do. There you go. You got it.
That's two for
two. 2
and
for
my
2, man.
stomach ain't even cramping or nothing. It's like
That's amazing.
freaking
There you
win,
go.
man. It's a win.
That's another W. We're finishing strong. Friday fight.
I can't help it, man. I get so excited over it because it's like I can't believe it.
Well, it is pretty wild, man. I mean, like to think about in what 4, 5 days? How many days?
Let me see. Which one of these? Let's see. All right, that one is that one. I got to take this one. Oh God.
What now?
Hold on. I got to.
I smell the smoke. I smell smoke.
Just hold on. Hold on now. I got to do some trickery going on there. Hold on.
All right.
I got what? Hey, Mr. Weirdo, have you tried to chime in? I might have. Hold on. Just give me a second. I think I know what I don't know what I need to do actually. Oh, hold on. I'm all right. I know what I need to do.
Okay. Give her.
Okay.
I know.
I need to stop filming me on one of these. Hold on.
Yes, sir.
Hold on. No, wait a minute, man. I got the upgraded plan.
Oh, yeah, you should be able to pull. You should just boom.
Bam.
There you go.
That's why you pay the big bucks.
That's right, man.
That's why you pay the big bucks.
I love that. That was a Sioux City Shuffle.
Hey, I'll tell you what, it makes me feel so doggone good that we got. Hold on, I'm coming.
Bring him on up, man.
Add to stage.
Look at this.
There he is.
Look at this.
What's happening?
Look at this.
Well, hi guys, appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Welcome.
Hey, I appreciate you being here. I've told Sean and everybody for the past 2 days, like, man, I missed him because I got started running my mouth the other day, and me and Sean was going back and forth, and then the next thing we know, it's like 11:30, and we're like, dude, an hour went by fast on us, man. But I've told everybody about your walk, about you taking it off. But I want to start off by I just welcome you. My name's Guy. This is Sean.
I'm sure.
We thank you for being here, and I'm gonna start it off like I started it off for Miss Boogie, and I've been telling everybody the way we start ours off is I'm just gonna ask you who is. You go by Bold New Beginnings. So I'm going to ask, who is Bold New Beginnings?
Well, Bold New Beginning is the name of my channel, which is basically to inspire and encourage people 50 and above to reinvent themselves. So that's the name of the channel. I go by Mr. Weirdo. That's my nickname. There's a story behind it, but I've been known as Mr. Weirdo since 95. So what, 30 years now. Yeah.
So, what is the story behind that nickname, if you don't mind sharing?
Oh, not at all. Well, back in 1984,
Yep.
I went to a summer camp as a counselor, and I met a young lady there that I kind of developed a crush on, so to speak.
Yep.
But I mean, the 1 month of summer camp just went like that, and we
Yeah.
didn't really connect with each other until on a flight back home. I was living in Chicago. She was in Vancouver. The summer camp was in Cleveland. It was a community camp, so there were campers and counselors from all over the North America states and Canada.
Very cool.
So on our way back, we had a couple hours to talk to each other, and during that conversation, I don't know what we were talking about, but I said something that
Yeah.
I
Something.
just commented on saying, I'm kind of weird like that.
Yep.
Yep.
And it's stuck.
And that's well, the next year on my birthday, I got a card.
Okay.
Had a caricature of a group of green people standing on one side and a purple guy standing by himself on the other side.
Okay.
And the card said, if a being fails to keep pace with its contemporaries, it's because he hears a different drummer.
Hey.
And I opened the card, and inside it said, either that or he's a weirdo.
Nice. The double stick. I like that.
So
That's cool.
I like that, and I just kind of hang on to that. And then come around mid-90s, I was involved in a network marketing company and had the opportunity to make the presentation for them. And the hostess asked me to write an introduction so she can properly introduce me.
Yeah.
And I wrote an introduction. She first refused to read it. But when I insisted that she needs to, because that sets the stage for my presentation,
Right.
she read it reluctantly and constantly apologizing to the audience that I was making her read it.
That's a great intro, man.
Would you like to hear the introduction?
I would love to hear it.
It said, our first presenter today is a man of many unusual characteristics. Unusual may not be the right word. Weird is more like it. Not only is he weird, but he takes pride in the fact that he is weird. Now, if that's not weird, I don't know what weird is. So please help me welcome one and only Mr. Weirdo.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
That's
And
cool,
so
man.
since then, I've just called myself Mr. Weirdo. I even have the domain name. I haven't done anything with it. I have a domain called MrWeirdo.com. And here's the important thing. You got to spell out Mr. If you put MR Weirdo.
Yeah,
Okay.
it doesn't have the same effect. Yeah.
So let me
Cool.
ask any of my mods. Is anybody down there that can share his link out into the page? Is because I don't care. I would love for people to be able to get to them. I don't know if I can't. I don't know how to do it through StreamYard. I don't know how to get to everything I need to get to.
Yeah.
But if somebody can share your link out in there, they can. Or if you can, Mr. Weirdo, you're more share it in the comments with everybody. That way they can find you.
Well, we got a couple
I appreciate that.
Yeah, we'll get that figured out for sure. We got a couple questions I just seen come up in the chat saying
sure.
From Magic of Healing, who is he? I can help. So I think she's asking what would the handle or the link be, your page be, and then she'll find it and throw it up.
The link to my page is youtube.com/Mr. Weirdo.
Okay.
And spell the Mr.
Spell
out.
MISTER. Yeah.
Okay. That would take you to my page.
Cool.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Magic of Healing, for helping with that. Yes.
Yeah. as
Yeah,
soon
thank
as I
you.
get a
Thank you.
little
I
bit more,
appreciate it.
as soon as I get a little, me and Sean, we're just getting going. So as soon as we get a
Yep.
little bit more technologically savvy, then we'll be able to do it a little bit better. I'm just lucky to have this thing going, and it ain't. I'm on the edge of disaster, man.
We ain't starting no fires yet, so that's good.
Yeah, like, yeah,
Well,
it's
hey,
like,
I appreciate you guys
yeah.
giving me the opportunity. If you don't mind, I would like to do a shameless promo.
You go ahead.
Please,
Plug away.
be
Plug
as
away.
shameful as you want.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Well, in about an hour and a half, at 11 o'clock Central, that'll be noon your time, guy. I am doing a live also answering questions about my epic walk of Route 66 when I walked from Chicago to LA.
Okay.
And
And-
so
cool.
and
Okay.
that's at noon today.
Okay.
Noon Eastern, 11 Central.
Okay. Well,
So-
me and Sean will remember too at the end to
To
kind of
jump right
remind
on over
everybody
there
that
and
might
send
still be
people,
here
yeah.
to come, to come support.
Yeah.
That would be
And
wonderful. Thank you, guys.
I want you to
thank
know,
you.
I want you to know, Mr. Weirdo, that I remember one of the first comments that you left me in a video that I'd done that was a very true story of mine, and you reached out and you let me know that the way that I was looking at things about that being part of my story, and that was my blessing, and that God did have my hands. I totally agree with you, sir, and I thank you for having the courage to speak those kind of words in a public domain like that, because everybody's going to read it and that can get you some flack sometimes. But I just thank you for reaching out like that, man. It means the world to me, and that's why it hurt my feelings the other day that it wasn't Sean's fault, it was my fault. I just totally got my mouth started running, and we started going and just forgot. But
no need to
he's
apologize.
lost
I have
sleep
to
over
run
this.
because life goes on. So, and then I was
Yes,
just
sir.
kind of busy doing, preparing for my wall, this live coming up, and
okay, well,
recording videos and stuff. So I
I'll
wasn't able to
swing
join you
by.
guys last couple of days.
I will swing by and I'll leave you a comment or two. I don't know how long I'll be able to stay, but I will be there and give you some
I
support.
appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I do
You're
have a
welcome.
question if you can answer. Do you still have a minute or two?
I'm sorry?
Do you have a minute or two, or do you got to go?
Sure.
Okay, perfect. So I'm curious because, like, I heard the story through Guy about like you doing your walk, and I was curious what inspired that. What inspired you to take that on?
Well, I was always, I had an affinity to Route 66 because when I first came to the United States 50 years ago, I went to college in Oklahoma.
Okay.
And I had a couple of brothers who lived in Chicago. So every summer, every winter, whenever, I would go to Chicago to spend time with my brothers.
Yeah.
And back in those days, Greyhound was up and down Route 66.
Right.
So I had an affinity for Route 66. I'm a photographer, and I wanted to do a photo essay of some kind for Route 66. Cool. And then I started doing research. I found there was a lot of people have a lot of good stuff on there. And my photography was not a professional caliber photography. So I was kind of bummed out on that. And then one day as I was doing research on what I can do, what can I do that would be different, that would make it stand out from everybody else?
Yeah.
Google, in its ultimate wisdom, and now this was about 8 years ago.
Yeah.
I had a pop-up that said, "Go ahead and use your voice to ask Google how long the Wall of China is." And I'm like, huh? So I said, "Oh, well, what the heck? Hey, Google, how long is the Wall of China?" So here comes the answer. The Wall of China is 5,503 miles long, built during the Ming Dynasty. And then suddenly I realized there was a picture of a guy that was walking on top of the Great Wall of China. And I said, hey, Google, has anybody ever walked the entire distance of Wall of China? Well, it turned out that 5 people started in October of 2000.
Oh my goodness.
One guy finished it.
What?
In January of 2002.
Holy smokes. What a trek that would be.
That's crazy, man.
I was a math major in college, so my mind just went into overdrive.
Yeah.
And I did some calculation, and it turns out that was about 12 miles a day.
Yeah.
And I went, I can do that.
Yeah. Yeah,
and
man.
That's where the idea came.
Wow. That's super cool.
12 miles a day. I mean, even if you're, it's kind of like strolling in the park for 6 hours.
Yeah. 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 Except you're going someplace.
18 hours left. Yeah.
Yeah. So did you just like take a rucksack and your gear and just kind of head out?
Well, that was the original plan. Then I came across someone that I had met a few years ago who started out walking from East Coast to West Coast. And he walked with a backpack up to St. Louis.
Okay.
And then in St. Louis, he changed his plans and he got himself a buggy, baby cart. And he found that it was easier to push it than to carry it.
Ah, yeah.
So that's what I did. Was I started out with a baby cart, one of those jogging strollers.
So cool, man. That's an incredible story.
That is awesome.
I had my stuff in there, and much easier, especially being 62 years old.
I commend you.
It blows my mind. I think it's incredible.
I hope that Shine has set you up with the perfect segue and curiosity for people to come and visit your live and push you up there, brother. I want to hear more about it, and I will be over, and you'll see a comment in your live for me at 12 o'clock my time, 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 4 o'clock,
11 o'clock Central.
11 o'clock Central. Yeah, I'm just going to use my time, and then everybody can figure their own time out.
Right.
12 o'clock Eastern Time, and then y'all do the math on the rest of it.
Yeah.
Noon Eastern Time.
Yeah, noon Eastern Time. That's right. Hey, well, Mr. Weirdo, once again, brother, I truly appreciate your continued support of me. It does not go unnoticed, man. I appreciate you.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a pleasure meeting you, and I can't wait to see more.
I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you, guys.
You're welcome. Thank you. The stage is open for you anytime you'd like to come share. Please just reach out.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir. You're welcome. Have a great day, sir.
Have a good day.
You too.
Yep.
And I may not stick around today because I got to get ready for the
thing. Go get your makeup and your hair.
Get all caked up. You know, I got to do it every morning. So.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate the opportunity.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Have a good man. Take care of yourself. Have a great day.
You're welcome. Thank you. Bye. Yeah.
What a cool guy.
Very, very cool, man.
Yeah, man.
That I can only imagine. Now I'm going to have that on. I'm going to share it too. If anybody caught the tail end of that.
I'm going to go through some comments real quick because we got a backlog. I ain't going to lie.
Go for it.
Okay. Brother Dapper's in the house. Thank you, man. Sister Destined to Recover. She's in the house. God bless you, my sister. Appreciate you. MCK, howdy Morgan, how you doing, brother? Let's see, Boogie at Time still in the house. Destined to Recover, thank you so much. I know I'm missing. There's my primate nurse. How you doing, primate nurse? I hope life is treating you well, and it's good to see you. I hope that you're doing well. Thank you for coming in. This is Guy and Shine, Good Vibes with Guy and Shine, and in the after show, we try to just freestyle and let whoever wants to come up and share themselves, or just me and Sean sit here and run our mouths. You know, but let's see. Yeah, Boogie Time says that is incredible, talking about Mr. Weirdo, and I'm with you, Miss Boogie. That is just
unreal. It's like he said 62 he started on that, right?
yeah.
It's
Yeah,
62. I'm like, I
Yeah,
can't
man.
even think of that. Like,
Man,
you know what I mean? Like my
I'm
brain's just
probably
like,
gonna
nope.
have a hard time at 62 starting my
I'm gonna be
journey to the
wheeling
fullest,
you
man.
around in one of those barrels for the last few years.
I will probably have a hard time starting my journey to the toilet by the time I'm
Yeah,
62, man. You
yeah,
know what I
man.
mean?
That's wild. I can only imagine all the little adventures and things he's seen and people he met along the way. It's going to be quite a story.
Destined to recover. You can come on to tell us something. What time is it, Sean?
It is 10 to 11.
Okay, Destined to Recover will at 11 be good. We're gonna play y'all a song that Sean wrote, and we've tried a little something new here. What he did was it's still him playing and singing, but he pre-recorded it, sent it to me as a trial run, and then we loaded it up. And now we're going to attempt to play that for you so that we can dip off for just a second, go use the restroom, get another cup of coffee, and y'all can listen to the song. And then as soon as me and Sean come back up, then if you would like to at 11, then the stage will be yours if that will work. Is that good? Magic Healing, thank you for putting that link in there for me. And yes, anytime you're here, if you hear me or Sean one say throw somebody's link in or whatever, please, or if you want to share your own, please go ahead. I don't mind. Obviously people can find you either which way, but I want you to do that. Feel free to. Thank you. Bring the songs. Okay, hey, we're coming.
Yeah. They want music.
Just wanted to tell you how. Oh well, hey, I want you to come up, Destin, because I'd like to get to talk to you for me and Sean both would, if you got a few minutes. That'll just give us enough time to get another splash of coffee and then be ready to go. And I kind of wanted you to hear this song because I'm excited about it too. Sean wrote this and done it. So we'll be right back as soon as the song's over. I'm gonna attempt this. I'm probably not gonna be as smooth as what some of you guys might would. Let's see. Wait a minute. I got to go to the right place first, Sean.
Yep.
And then okay. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw them up here. Boom. All right. I can still hear you.
Mm-hmm.
You can still hear me.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Hey, I got a technical issue. Sean, I got a technical issue, bro.
Yeah.
It's not in here no more.
Just open up your email like you did before.
Oh God.
You have
yes.
You're just your MP3s.
What I'm
your MP3s
is why that it's not there, because I put it there we put it there.
Did you leave this open though, like all night, or did you close it? Because if you closed it, it would probably
closed it.
Yeah, that's probably what happened, man. All you got to do is just like you did yesterday, easy peasy. Just open that up, the MP3 thing, like you did, and then you do your banner like you had, and then boom.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
You just got to keep on breathing. Don't turn red on me.
Right. Hey, I tell you what, man. Golly. Man, I ain't gonna lie. When Boogie Time was in here the other day and it got down towards time for her to come up and she was like, all right, share the link down. I swear my stomach started hurting.
You can see it. I watched the playback. It was like,
oh no, I gotta share a link now.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. Do you know how close to edge of disaster I'm at already?
I'm a man on the brink. I'm a man on the brink.
On the brink, bro. But oh man, all right. Well, I'm gonna catch back up now that I did all this. Early, but here, Primate. Thank you. Take your time. All right. Well, look, we're gonna give that a try. And then, Destin, did you see the link in the comments, Destin? Because if not, I could share it again. But if you see the link in the comments, then chime in here in just a couple minutes. We'll be ready for you. And then I'm going to go back over here because I just want to try this, guys. I'm going to put, hold on, Sean. I'm going to put this up.
Yep.
I'm going to put our welcome banner up.
Yep.
Boom. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then I bring you down off stage. I bring me down off stage.
Check. All right, so this is a song. I'm going back into my personal catalog. I wrote this song. I would have been around probably 21, 22, 23 years old, somewhere in around there. Most of it's a blur, I'll be honest with you. But this particular song I actually wrote about going and seeing a band that I really admired. And I met this lovely young lady, and as young people do, we had the time. So that's what this song is about, and it's called Silly Girl. And it's for you, sweetie. All right. Where did you come from, silly girl? I know I just met you, but I can't seem to get you out of my head, out of my head. My favorite song was playing, and you were shaking your hips with little invitation. We were locking lips, and know that I'll never forget you. No matter how hard I try, I can't even find a pen so I can see you again. You gave me your poison, and I breathed you in. And just like my favorite things, you disappear in the end. The end. And as the band was winding down, I couldn't seem to find you in the crowd of faces. Then out of nowhere, you appear without one question. Yeah, we disappeared, and know that I'll never forget you. No matter how hard I try, can't even find the words to tell you how much you blew my mind. Gave me your poison. Can't even find a pen so I could see you again. Gave me your poison, and I breathed you in. But just like my favorite things, you disappear. Yeah.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. I'm liking it, man.
Not too bad. Not too shabby,
Man,
man.
I'm liking it, dude. Great job, man.
Thank you.
All right. Well, good job, man. Great job, Sean.
Oh, thank you,
Great
sir.
job,
Too kind.
brother. Man, daggone, dude. What an outstanding job, and what a good try for us on a
Yeah,
first
man.
little run trying to do that. And what I figured out last night, Sean, is like you know, we got room where like say for example, instead of doing that and having that, we could have like you know, other songs that you do or whatever, you could have like a vibe picture that goes with it.
Yeah, that's cool because like I take
You know what I'm saying?
tons of still pictures and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I've done a few videos with them on my page, just kind of like spoken words with like different images and everything that both of us do. It's all what you see is all from us. Like I don't borrow nothing from nobody, and I know you don't either. So
I'm gonna come through and speak to everybody. You got some fans out in the house.
Hey,
hey, you got Primate Nurses here, destined to recover. We got Boogie Time, Miss Boogie Time. We got destined to recover. She's in the house. I think she's going to be coming up. Do you have that link, Destined? Hey, we got Chris Stuff Flash. What's up, my brother Chris?
yes,
hey, Smiley, what's up, man? I appreciate y'all being here, man. Thank you. I see you. Let's see.
See, Boogie liked one of them lines, "Locking Lips." I was trying
to find it, and I can't.
That's
going past it, man.
True story. True story. Yeah.
right here.
Yeah.
I got it. yeah. I know.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
And right here too.
Hey, man, look at that. Look at that. Love it. Love it. Thank you, Boogie. Cool. Thank all y'all.
Yeah, that dude, you did great with it, man. Honestly, you did great with it, dude. Oh, hey, I'm gonna tell you what, that's the way to go with it, though, as far as to be able to have a little bit of a break and run grab a cup of coffee for the last hour. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Plus, too, I found like just to keep the sound like kind of like, you know, all the way through. It works. It works real well for that. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna. I think that's the way we might lean towards putting.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna do the. You know,
we'll for sure. We'll still do some live stuff too. But yeah.
But I think that does work out better for our sake, as far as sound's sake. You know,
because we're not as young and nimble as we used to be.
Yeah. We earned every limp.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. We're scares as badges of honor, my friends.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. All right. Well, look, I'm got Smiley in the house. We got Chris the Flash. We had Dapper earlier. We got Destined to Recover. Boogie Time. Let's see. Surviving Together. Gosh, Grace Travels and Visa Requirements. I must have how did I miss that comment? I'm sorry if I miss you guys. Hey, there you are. I got you. Got you. Perfect. I see you. Thank you. We appreciate you being here. I see you. I see you, Chris the Flash, man. Thank you for being here, my brother. We both just appreciate you. Thank you very much for your time. Magic of Healing. Thank you, my friend. Hey, she's on it. She's on it. And I went and I seen her yesterday, Sean.
Okay.
I left out of here because I'll be honest, I hadn't never personally stopped in at her channel yet.
Okay.
You know, as far as to a live like that.
Right.
Other than a few times that I seen it and it was late. It was like it was already over, and I'm like, well, I just didn't.
Yeah.
Well, I stopped in and I said hi. Of course, everybody there was just friendly, just like here. I mean, just wonderful people. Um, but wonderful interview, very substantive. It wasn't just some mindless chatter. It wasn't just
Nice.
some,
I like
it was,
that.
it was, I mean, I'm not going to touch on the story. I figure if people want it, go give her the view and watch
Yeah.
it. But um, it was a worthy topic that I appreciated being pushed out there. It was a touching topic, sad topic in some ways,
Okay.
but a great substantive, interview, and I appreciate that. So I was
Cool.
there, and I seen you, and I was there.
Yeah, I'll be
I
by to
come for
check it out.
curiosity because when I see names in here, as I've told everybody in the past, when I see names in here, when I speak to you, it's because I've tried my best to come and see you and learn a little bit about you so that I can speak from a position of like, hey, I know who you are and I've seen your face on here or I've listened to you talk or whatever the case may be. So me and Sean, we appreciate you. We wound up at a mutual channels page yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday.
Yeah.
I go there to watch a page because we both like Yard Chat. I'll just say who it was. It was Yard Chat.
Yeah.
So I go to watch Yard Chat stuff. And sure enough, old homeboy Sean come in there and got me. He's all up in the comments about the real good one. I'm like, well, I can't outdo that one. You know what I mean? So it's just like, yeah, all right,
Yeah, no, I really like his stuff, man. You
I
want to
do
talk
too.
about I think that particular day it was like he had just dropped like 4 videos in a row. Like that man is just going, and he's
Yeah,
and he's honored. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
I really like how he does it. It's really good. Yeah.
I do too, and I like the fact that he touches on topics that not everybody wants to touch, and
That's what I like the
he's got
most.
his own stand on it. Like this is the way I feel about it. I don't,
Yeah.
whatever, but this
Yeah.
is the way I feel about it, and I
Yeah.
can dig that.
Me too. Yeah.
Let's see, Magic of Healing. I just appreciate you, young lady. Thank you very much for helping me and Sean down here in the comments and Miss Book. All of you. I appreciate every one of you. But yeah, thank you very much. Let's see, it was 7:30 here in Pena. Cold snow and ice on the ground. Primate nurse. She was a person who back when I very very first came on here, Sean.
Yep.
She was just kind enough to stop in and hear a song of mine or whatever, and just was always kind, and I just appreciated her. And it's those kind of things that for those of us that are new at starting stuff like this, it's people that are kind to you that gives you that motivation. Like, okay, well maybe I can, maybe this isn't so bad. You know what I'm saying? So I
Well,
just
yeah, man.
appreciate that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, like them early days are kind of, you know what I mean. They've, I know they kind of, they'll mess with you a bit. You know what I mean? When you're starting out, you're kind of wondering. You don't really know. Like I didn't really know what to expect. I just kind of had this assumption that once you started, you just slowly built, and the people that were with you were there with you, and a lot of ups and downs. But the people that have been there and are there and are here now, it's absolutely we
It's
appreciate
awesome.
every single one of you, man. Yep. And
Is
woman.
destined
Yep.
to recover. Is destined to recover. Are you still out there, young lady? If you want to come in, you're welcome to come on. Just letting you know, no pressure. I'm just saying, whenever you come in down here on the thing for me, I'll pull you right on up with me and Sean. And we got a question. Surviving together. Let me put this up here. Let's see. Hold on. I'm sorry. It says, Guy, can I plug my live for tomorrow? Well, me and Sean don't mind at all, by all means.
That's what this is all about.
Are you wanting to come up here? Are you wanting to just, or is that the plug? All right, I tell you what, I'll do. I mean, you can come. Hey, everybody, can I plug my live for tomorrow? Absolutely. Go ahead and let everybody know. Yeah, by all means. By all means. Okay, Destin said yes, she's coming. Okay, well we're not rushing you because we just now got back and got us some coffee and was trying that new system out with Sean's new song. Well, not necessarily new song, but new song to y'all.
Yeah.
New system for us because I never had took a song or anything actually from a email to anything. I mean, I'd never done that. So me and Sean walked through it last night and got it kind of figured out, and was at least able to understand what I needed to do just now to get it there.
Yep.
It didn't save it though from,
No, I don't think it will. I think like
but
every
it
time.
saves every other thing. Like all
Really?
my titles, like all of our Shine Dig and like Good Vibes and Create,
It's
all
probably
that
something to
saved.
do with just importing it. We'll figure it out.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
We'll
was
figure it out.
expecting it to be there, and I'm like,
Yeah.
it ain't there.
I see she saying that the link isn't in the chat, or she doesn't see the link. But if you
Okay.
if you scroll back up to the top, it is there.
I'll just share it again.
You're that. Yep.
I'll just share it again because I'm so good at this.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm just gonna share it again just because I can. Really, it
Do
ain't.
it. Do it. Hey, you're gonna get your hat trick if you pull this one off.
Hey.
Friday hat trick.
Bam! Watch this. Bam! There you go, Destin. It's coming. Look
There
at
we
there.
go. There we go. Perfect.
Bam!
Just like that. Just like that,
Just
kid.
like that. I mean,
like, yeah, you know, what do you got into this? 4 or 5 days now? You're like an old hat at this, man.
I'm getting there, man. I mean, it's fun. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, dang, man.
It is very cool.
I can't believe that it, and it's not as hard. I mean, dude, like I've said to everybody, it wasn't StreamYard that was hard. It was the lack of my knowledge for a computer, period, that was hard. It was like, dude, I don't even know where to save stuff to, didn't know where. So that was a big learning curve for me to have to deal with on that. It just,
well,
it
and
just wasn't fun.
there's enough of a difference between like kind of the different platforms we're using that it's like, okay, well, you figured this out, now you gotta refigure things.
You should be with us, Destin.
Yep.
Hello,
Hello, my
sorry.
friend. How you doing, sister?
I'm doing good. Been sick, and I just woke up, so I'll probably look a mess. But
Oh no.
Oh, you
no.
look fine.
No, Sean spends hours with his wardrobe and makeup, and you'd see how he looks. So you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah. This whole thing.
This
whole
thing.
Yeah.
Picking the hair and everything.
Yeah, man. Oh, I mean, you know, he's all about it now. I'm telling you now. He's got it going on. I ain't gonna lie. I shouldn't have picked somebody prettier than me.
Oh no!
Oh, easy, easy now.
Stop.
Easy. We both have our strengths. Let's go with that.
I just wanted to come on here and tell you, brother guy, that I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
And I appreciate how much how positive you are in the community and how you connect everybody. I know that you've been doing this like since September, and I know at first it was a little rough for you. You know, it was a lot of ups and downs, but you stuck with it, and you're constantly just figuring out ways to progress and trying to do better, you know, instead of just sticking to like what you've been doing. You're constantly trying to improve yourself, improve your channel, and give good things to other people. So I just wanted to tell you we appreciate you a lot.
Oh, well, I have not been alone in this journey, Miss Destin. You know, it's been one of these things where I have to give props where props are due. One, I happened to meet Sean, and me and him started working on things behind the scenes, and I started building confidence in what I really wanted to do. And two, it's been the people like Miss Boogie, the people like Luciano, the people like, you know, the people that have, you know, I know they're probably not overly interested sometimes in what I'm personally, my video might be about, but they've always been there to say nice things and like, hey, you know, I was here, and other folks, Euphoric Granny, Mr. Weirdo, you now, I mean, you and I, you know, we always are stopped, might be hours difference and stuff, but it's like you know, it's like if I catch you on live, then I want to stop and see, because I think that I personally have felt the growth, and it's amazing for me because, as you know, from a man that struggled with addiction, I went through a lot of years where I felt like I was trying real hard, but I was degressing in growth. And it was a sad experience even living in it, because I knew it was like, I'm not getting nowhere like this. This is a dead end street, if not a reverse street. And finding that side to finding that path and getting past that, and then finding something that I could hone my brain in on that was completely new, completely out of the box, but not dangerous. Because
Yeah.
everything new up until that point that I did in my life had a danger aspect to it, because
Yeah.
that's what you need when
Yeah.
you're on that journey, when you're in that road, when you're in that realm. It's like every new thing that you do winds up being a risk, because you're either drunk and driving, or you're high and driving, or you're at some party that you probably could get arrested for being there.
Yep.
Or for me as a felon, I was out of state, or I was with somebody that was carrying a gun, or I was with. It's like you're going through these emotions, and you're like, man, you're only going backwards. So I guess to veer myself back on the point, Destin, it's been channels like you. It's been meeting new folks like you. It's been meeting folks like, Brother Shine here. It's been meeting folks like Miss Boogie Time. It's been those types of experiences that I never had took advantage of on this platform or on any platform. I didn't realize how we could reach each other and be able to talk in a personal manner. Even though you're hundreds of miles away, we can sit here
Mm-hmm.
and have a real in-depth, if we want to, conversation, or we can just laugh and have fun and joke. That's fine too. But I think it's important for us to find our way. For me and Shine, we just made it up in our mind that as we took this step forward, every time that we come on, it's about bringing a little bit better, bringing something that's got a little bit of depth, a little bit of substance, but at the same time, some humor. At the same time, maybe show off some talents, be able to push some people up and say, hey, we are here. Brother Guy and Brother Shine, when we bring you up onto this stage, that means that we are here to support you. And when I say that I'm your friend here, then that means that Guy's going to be coming and leaving a comment, or Guy's going to be coming and supporting me. He might be spread out and he might be doing, but he's
Yeah.
always going to be there. And I know that with my solid people that, okay, hey, I get it. You got to go around and see other people. You can't stay in one lane.
Yeah.
But I also recognize the ones that you every so they're coming. Like if you don't hear from them, it's almost like, well, I got to go see if everything's okay. I'm gonna have to go see, or if they don't put a video out for a day or two, you're like, well, I hope everything's all right. It's just it's funny how you grow a little bit of a relationship with people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just by watching their personal journey on this thing. And hey man, think about it. It ain't been that long ago that you started doing your live thing and started doing, getting out there in a different kind of way. And how are you feeling about that? You seem like you enjoy doing it.
I love doing it. Actually, it brings me a lot of joy, and I really like to be able to make connections with other people. Whenever I started doing it, I had no intentions of ever like getting monetized or anything like that. It was mainly to be able to share my story and to share that, hey, I was the worst of the worst of the worst of the addicts. I thought I was gonna die in active addiction. I did die a couple of times in active addiction, and I know that I was watching other channels and I can see that a lot of people lost hope, and believed that they were never ever going to be able to stop using. And I wanted to share my story. So now I share my life with everybody so they can see like, hey, back then I was freaking the things that I used to do. I'm not doing that anymore. Now I'm working. Now I'm doing YouTube. Now I have my family. I have a home I live in. I'm not chasing the next high anymore. I'm not in the restroom for hours trying to figure out how to get, like I'm not doing that stuff anymore. And that it's possible for others to do the same,
Yes.
And I know sometimes I don't talk about it because you don't always have to talk about it, for people to understand that you're not doing it anymore. But just by sharing my life, people can know that it's possible. This is what I'm doing now, and I love to do it. I love making connections with you all, and I appreciate you all so much.
Well,
That's very
I
well said
thank
because
you. Yeah.
yeah, very well said. Like I think it's one very brave of you because I know on my own ventures with all of that and coming through the other side, there was a lot of stuff you heard, right? Like you're never gonna make it. You the blah blah blah. Like it was very very hard spot to get out of. Well, when I got out of it, I noticed there was kind of like a second thing that people weren't hearing about the fact you can actually get out of this. You know what I mean? Like there is a way, but sometimes you gotta hit quite a few bottoms or whatever words
Yes.
you want to use.
Amen.
Yes. Well, and guys, I'm just gonna I only put things out for my opinion, so don't ever take it for more than it's ever worth, which is only my opinion.
Yeah.
But our ultimate payment in this, I know everybody talks about monetization, and of course, all of us think about that. But as long as you keep it in your heart that your real payment is the platform you can build, that when every time Destined to Recover wants to speak, that
Yep.
you have people that want to listen. Yeah, the payment is cool, the money's cool, but the real value will be in the platform that you create by sharing yourself, by saying, look, this is how I got my foothold. This is how I got it going on. And this is how it starts. Because it does start with one decision. And as grown people, as proud people, I'm the man that would always go around, well, you can't make me do nothing. Well, if
Yeah.
if that's true, we got to live it on both sides.
Yes, sir.
So if that's true, we can't say, well, it was this one that did it or it was this thing. No, it
No.
was me. It was me. And it's the sooner we get that through our heads, that it really just all comes down to one decision. Do you really want to live that life? Do
Yeah.
you want to just keep doing, or do you want to just, hey, you put yourself through hell to get where you're at. So a little bit of misery to get past it's worth it. And I had help, guys. I had help. I spent a few years in prison and I come off of Oxycontin in a jail cell with
Ugh.
4 other men.
Ugh.
And it was tough. And there was no Suboxone to be given to you. There was no methadone they were given to you. No, you were given time and then you got clean by time. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? You either
Yep.
lived or died.
Mhm.
And, in the long run, at least I knew what to expect. It was like, okay, I know this is going to really suck. And I had a best friend. We were together in a deli. I've told this story. I've not told this part of the story. But we opened a little deli out here, and I'm a carpenter, and I have enough knowledge to obviously be able to remodel it, build it, and all that. So we went into doing that together, and guys, I was drinking heavy, and one evening out there, we had stopped. We had went out one weekend on a Sunday, and we were working. It was after hours, wasn't nobody there. We were closed on Sundays, and I bought one of those 10 racks of beer,
Mm.
the pounders.
Yep.
And we were only there for about 3 hours. And my buddy, who, God bless him, he didn't mean nothing by it at all, but he was like, "You're a beast, man." Like, I done drank. I had one 16-ounce beer left in that rack of 10, and I was not drunk. And the way that he said it was like, dude, like, it put it in my brain like, man, I'm not even getting drunk anymore. Like, it doesn't even,
No.
it's like, I'm just doing this now because it's like
A
in
habit.
my brain.
It's a
Yeah.
habit. You know
And-
what I mean?
And then
Yeah.
that's when the whole, now I didn't quit drinking right then.
No.
But I was still using Suboxone, and I decided that it's time. It's time. I got the support I need. This business is worth it to me. If we fail, I don't want it to be because I don't want to give nobody the excuse that
No.
guy was drunk
Nope.
or that guy was not sober minded, and wasn't high. And that's when it set in my brain. Hey, that summer we sat out there before we actually opened. That summer we sat out there, and it was hot. It was hot, and the way it set, the sun came right in. Hey, I wore a sweatshirt the whole summer. I had the cold chills. I was miserable, but I did it,
Yep.
and I made it. and it took a month. It took 45 days to get them chills to knock off of me and to get started feeling right again. But it was worth it. And you know,
45 days like after you stopped taking the Suboxone, you were
when I
still
stopped,
rattled.
when I done my
Yeah.
last dose of Suboxone,
Okay.
I
Thank
it
you.
was about 40 days that I had that little bit of a cold chill. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It
Yeah,
wasn't
the
like
gut
it wasn't
knot
like
kind of
the one
thing. And
that
yeah.
lays you down for the count. It was just enough where you're like, ugh, I feel like crap, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, like
Enough to make
want
you
to, like,
ornery. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
dude, it just
Yeah.
sucked, man. And
Yeah.
but after, man, like I say, it took a little time, but I found out that, you know, man, the Suboxone and the methadone was just as hard to come off of as
It was worse. I'd say.
Listen, it's worse.
I'd say
It's
it was
worse.
worse.
worse,
They're
man.
called liquid handcuffs for a reason, man.
No doubt, man.
And even on top of that, like I know me and you have talked about this behindhand. Like up here in Canada, you got to go every morning for the first 2
That's the way it is
years
here. That's the way it is here.
nearest clinic's 30 kilometers away.
Yep.
And most of us are on release, right? So you got to have a job, you got to be somewhere. You got no transportation, you got no money. Getting the $5 to pay every day for 2 years. So
Yeah.
forget about anything. Like forget about having any kind of life other than taking that.
Oh, you're married to it.
And
You're
then they
married
run
to
you
it.
up. They run you up. They run you up. And then people never get off the stuff, man. Like it was. I wish I would have known and had the foresight that I know now, because when I heard harm reduction, my brain now just goes, "There's only harm. Good luck reducing it, man. Like you're just switching one thing for another." And then I was seeing now, like as when I was going through it, Suboxone was just for people on opiates, and you know, pretty well. Now they prescribe it for everything, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
They do.
That's
They do.
wild. That is wild to me.
Yeah.
Like, and you want to know inside the packet, it says not to be used for a period longer than 90 days or 3 months. It
That's
says,
what's messed up, is that the doctors don't tell you all
No.
those things. They don't tell
No.
you any of that stuff, you know?
No, I said I wish I would have had, like the guy who ended up writing me my script was he's still in business. I won't say his name because I'm sure this is probably not a good idea, but he was a top pain specialist, okay? And he like goes all over the world giving this stuff out. And I often went back in my head saying, if he had took me and like showed me, because he actually had a clinic, a detox clinic attached to, so he's pumping pills out this door, and then you know what I mean, putting you through treatment on this door, like, right?
Talk about the corner on the
Oh
market.
yeah, you gotta get off this stuff. Let me up that dose for you, you know.
A one-stop shop, like what?
Yeah, exactly. And you know, his whole philosophy on it was just like, you know, he didn't give you any advice. He could have walked me down the hall and been like, how bad is this pain really? And if I had seen somebody going through what withdrawal is like, which was happening 10 feet away, I never would have took one of them pills. But back then you trusted your doctor. It was like the telephone. You could trust the person on the other end. You know what I mean? So if he said, yeah, you need to take this for 6 weeks till you get over said injury, and then 6 weeks comes along, and what now every morning I'm sick for some reason. That was one of the wildest slaps in the face.
Mhm.
The first time I got sick and I could not figure out what was going on. What a terrible feeling. Terrible. And then you find out it's a pill. God damn.
Guys, we got some really great support in here. I just want
Yeah.
you to know that everybody
Thank
was saying
you.
hi,
Thank you.
Destiny,
Yes.
to everybody. And Scott, Old Fart Gaming, that's the name of the channel. Hey,
Hey,
good
Scott.
dude. He's cool. He's cool. He does gaming and
Yeah.
stuff and some karaoke. He's cool, dude. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you, man. We're me and Sean
Absolutely.
we're doing some new technology stuff, so you just have to bear with us on some technical issues, but we're working on it, guys. We're working on it.
Yeah.
Miss Boogie Time, thank you again for being here. Your input's always valued.
Yes,
I
man.
appreciate you guys. It's you know, it really is for me, guys. I've tried to stress this is you know, guys, I respect whatever anybody wants to do, however you want to call yourself creating content, but you know, I just want to bring something different. I just want to do something different. I want to force myself to just take on new things because it helps me. It helps me in my brain. Like I told Sean, setting these schedules and doing good vibes videos and like promising people like, all right, I'm gonna do this for it helps me to like focus, like, okay, dang it, you said you're gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if it hair lips the devil, you got to
Mhm.
do it because you done said that hey, I'm gonna do this or I'm gonna do that. So but it helps me, man, because I get so scatterbrained, and it's so genuine that I don't mean my wife
Oh no,
will
it's
come in
legit.
here.
I could vouch. I've spent
She'll
months with
come,
this man.
yeah, dude. I'm telling you, man. She'll come in here, and I think she does it on purpose to me now.
Probably.
We've been married 16 years, coming on 16 years, right?
Yeah.
Well, she'll come in and she'll see me in here doing a bunch of YouTube stuff and got the full hat on and everything, right? And she'll come in and she'll be like,
Poor
I'm
woman.
getting ready to mop the floor. Don't come walking through, right? Well,
Yeah.
she knows that when you got the full hat on, you can't hear
No,
that.
clearly.
I can't hear that.
Oh no.
Thought everybody knew that.
Man, dude, I get so, but I swear she'll come in and say something like that to me, and I'll be like, okay, honey, I won't. And then, dude, she'll be in there mopping, and I'll walk over it and be like, oh crap, I didn't mean to. And I swear I didn't mean to do it, but it's like it's just my brain gets like I'll like talking or something, man. Like I get focused in, and then the next thing you know, I'm talking about one comment.
Yeah.
For 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Like,
or closing out 15 times in a row. But I mean, since the beginning of the week to now, I mean, you're dialing in, man. You got to appreciate your success. Exactly.
Telling you, man. But I know Sean would agree with me, man. It really is a personal decision as to what people want to do. But I think we had told you guys yesterday that we promised we were going to give a little touch on what we have coming and kind of tease that out there and what our future plans are, but most importantly, give you a little bit of a backstory on how things come to pass, or things are coming to pass with Guy and Shine, and moving forward as well with Guy and Shine. So, Destin, if you would like to stay with us, we would love for you to stay up here, but we were going to share just a little bit about us and how we met and what we have planned, and kind of tease that out there, and so it's totally up to you. You tell me.
No, I'll let y'all. I just wanted to come on and tell you that nice meeting you, Shine. I gotta
Nice
connect with
meeting you.
you. I gotta
Absolutely.
definitely connect with you. I don't know what is your channel's name?
A Shine Dig. Yeah. YouTube / at Shine Dig, or however they put it, but it's just SHINEDIG, all one word. Yeah.
Well, it's nice meeting you. I just wanted to
You as
come on
well.
and tell you y'all are doing so great, and I thank y'all for sharing y'all stories with me as well.
Oh, well, thank you, and
Thank
keep doing
you.
what you're doing. It helps a lot of people.
Yes, yes, and know that Guy and Shine, we got you, man. If you ever want to come on and have something you want
Anytime.
to share or promote, or if you just have something you want to say or something you need to get off your chest and talk about, just know all you got to do is say something, and know that when we see you, then we'll definitely bring you right on up anytime. So anytime or schedule, whatever.
I'm sorry. I think I got out of it.
Oh, you're fine. You're
It's
fine.
all
You're
good.
fine.
All good.
But look, Destin, we appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you. You have a good day. Be safe.
All right. I think I think she
we
accidentally
lost her.
dropped. But wow, what a nice young lady. And
Incredible.
I'm looking forward to getting to kind of hear,
Yeah,
you know,
man, that's super. It's like I said, it's super brave, and I mean, you kind of pointed to something too. It's like, having the responsibility and the time frame and the consistency, like those are all key elements in just keeping you on track and keeping you going up. Like this week, especially with like the consistency and like what we've been doing in the background, like I felt a difference every day in a good way, and that's what I mean, in the pocket as we call it.
Yeah, in the pocket for sure.
Yeah.
Surviving Together, were you wanting to come on to promote your live, or were you just wanting to say you have a live? I mean, I don't know exactly what you meant by that, but either or is fine with me and Sean. That if you'd like to come on for a minute, a few minutes, and say something about it or whatever, however you want it to, or you can just whatever. Um, oh, Destin the Recover said, "Thank you for letting me come on. You are absolutely welcome,
Absolutely.
young
Thank
lady.
you. Yes.
Absolutely welcome. We hopefully maybe we can do it again. Anytime that you're in, you want to just pop in and say howdy to the world, then come on in.
Yep.
We'll bring you right on up. I'd love to introduce myself, but I have to meet someone in 10 minutes. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm not going, we're not, no pressure. I'm just saying if you wanted
Yeah.
to come on right now, I will share the link right now. You can pop in,
Plug your
give a
stuff.
quick howdy, and
Yeah.
roll on. However, but it's totally up to you, or you can,
Yep. Whatever works.
whatever works. Yep.
Yep.
Whatever works.
Yep.
Awesome, man. I tell you what, Destiny Recover is one of those young ladies that, you know, I would be friends with, like, just buddies with.
Yeah.
She's one of those,
Absolutely.
like like a
Yep.
sister, like, hey, you know what I mean?
Oh, heck
Ride or
yeah,
die
man.
kind of.
Yeah, no, very, 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 very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
My first time meeting her or seeing her or anything like that. But yeah, it's nice to hear, man, because like, I mean, especially when you talk, like, the one thing I really noticed was like, like most of my family was out or are alcoholics, right? So, for me to get the pill bug was interesting because I seen how alcoholism was treated my whole life. You know what I mean? And where I come from, I mean, people made shine. You know what I mean? Like it was the bootlegger every quarter mile. So people were drinking all the time, and it was just it was like accepted in a different way. And when I went through my thing, I seen how much different the opiate part of it was treated, how you were treated as an individual for long after. So, it's very important that I think a lot of people know that most people that get into these situations, they didn't get into them through like what I call like the movie story. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I was hanging out at a party and I did heroin. No, most people ended up, getting them from a doctor, and they ended up getting in a bad way. And it's most of your working class folks, your young people. And for anybody to have the perseverance to go through that, because it takes an immense amount of work to get through it and to stay ahead of it, right? So very, very proud of her. That's incredible work. So keep on doing what you do. You gonna play one?
I told you this story one time. I think it's important for those of us that have been through addiction or, coming out on the other side and maybe struggling just a little bit. I had a dear aunt one time. We were down here talking, and I was right there on the fence, man. I was really just, I was trying. I was
Yeah.
trying. I was looking for that foothold, and I referred to myself as an addict, and just in conversation, I was like, just
Yeah.
like, because that's what they teach you.
I know.
Hi,
I know.
I'm an alcoholic, or hi,
Yeah.
I'm God, I'm an alcoholic, or hi, I'm God, I'm a drug addict. Or whatever.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she stopped me in mid sentence and she said, "Guy Anthony," because Guy Anthony's what my family,
Yep.
my family calls me.
Right.
And she said, "You are not a drug addict. You are a born again child of God."
Yes,
And
sir.
that's it.
Yes, sir.
And I thought that's profound, because the way that we identify ourselves is the way the world identifies us.
And it's the signal you emit, right?
in-
Like if you emit that you can, you will. If
Well,
you,
and why would you want to keep referring to yourself as it'd be like saying, "I still have cancer," but yet you've been diagnosed as being cancer free now. Well, no, now you're cancer free, so you're not a cancer patient anymore. You're cancer free, and
they say that's recovered, right? They're
That's
like, you're recovered
so-
after 1 year, I think is the number. Yeah.
I just think that you're making a mistake by ever referring to yourself in
Yes,
that kind
I
of
agree.
derogatory manner.
I agree, because it is a dirty word. I find, like, I don't like it.
There's something about speaking it.
Yeah.
I've said this before. When I'm sick, I try to never even speak about it if I can. If I've got to be pretty darn sick for me to say
a word,
and I ain't feeling good, because to me, to claim it or to say I'm sick, it's like me
makes it real. Yeah, it's like it
It's
makes
like-
it real. You know what I
does
mean?
make it does, and
So
I try not to do that. Sometimes, it's the way. I mean, everybody gets sick, but
yep.
yeah.
Yeah. I know what you mean though. I dig what you're putting down. I do.
I was thinking about just I was getting this old guitar in tune. Just I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna sing.
Well,
I guess I can find a song to sing within my repertoire.
yeah. Go for it.
I don't know if I can or not. Let me get it in tune anyway, Sean. I tell you what, man, I can't stand to hear an out of tune guitar like purposely. Like, man, try to tune it.
Try to
your best
tune. Like
tune
make
it.
a little
A
effort.
little effort. I'd rather wait a minute and
Yeah.
go ahead and
Yeah.
get that B string right.
Oh,
But
I don't know what it is going on with it. Like I pulled my old girl apart and put her back together, and she's slipping on almost every song. So every song, I'm just like a little like touch of the keys to bring her back. But I think my keys might need replacing. Maybe I'm not sure.
yeah, he might. Well, it
Yeah.
might just be weather too.
Could be.
Because I can tell you, my Martin moves when
Yeah.
it moves when it's
Yeah, when
different.
you're playing her. Yeah.
It does, and now this is a little bit more. It's a little bit more of a stable material, so it stays in tune fairly. I mean, it's pretty close most of the time. So is my Martin when I keep it in a stable
Mm-hmm.
place, like in the case with the humidifier and all that.
Yeah, that makes a big difference. I noticed
does.
the warm and cold. And
But I swear, I think there's something to leaving an instrument hang on the wall and letting it just collect dust and grit.
Oh, yeah.
Just
That
all the meat. and
builds
juice.
character. You know what I
The
mean?
chicken grease that gets on there, that's all sound, brother.
That's
all
it.
brings that sound out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she's getting
There you go.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I took a spiritual walk in the sand, and I've seen the footprints, felt the Father's hand. He's been there for me through it all, and he's held me in his hand, just in case I'd fall. Well, I've walked with the limp most of my life, and I've questioned God and asked him why. But I took a spiritual walk in the sand, and I know one day in heaven I'm never gonna live again. Yes, I took a spiritual walk in the sand, and I've seen the footprints, felt the Father's hand. He's been there for me through it all, and he's held me in his hand, just in case I'd fall. Yeah, man. All right, man. I can't I
Wicked.
can't never remember to do the whole pull down, push back up, all that stuff with the screens yet, Sean. I'm not exactly a producer here, okay?
Don't worry about it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I meant
we got
to.
you.
I meant to, and then I got started, and I'm like, I can't do it now. 'cause
No, man. We got her handled. We got her handled. Don't worry about that.
You're just gonna have to sit there and jam with me. Is all I
Yeah,
can say.
I'm doing some hand slapping. I had a piece of a sandwich. I took a bite. It was great.
I love. Thanks, man. That's fun.
So it's a big Super Bowl weekend. You planning on doing anything for that?
No,
Me neither.
I mean, I'm gonna watch it, but I won't. I mean, as far as going any, no, I ain't
Nah.
going.
Nah, man, I got a younger brother, man, and it's like this is his biggest event of the year, and it's just I don't know. I don't. It's kind of fun to go to them when I was younger and stuff, but I don't know. I don't even know who's playing this year, to be honest with you. Do you?
Chiefs and Eagles. Chiefs.
Oh
and-
yeah.
yeah.
No way. There you go.
Yeah. Well, don't roll up on me if you don't want to fight. I can't take no more of your mouth running here tonight. I've had just enough to drink. I'll dodge your ride. So don't roll up on me if you don't want to fight. Well, hey, that's my girl with me, and you can bet, man, you roll up on her into much sin. Don't roll up on her if you don't want to fight. I can't take no more of your mouth on here tonight. I've had just enough to drink. I'll dodge your ride. So don't roll up on me if you don't want to fight. Don't let my lamp fool you. It'll go away fast. When I see blue lights or it comes time to whip your ass, don't roll up on me if you don't want to fight. I won't take no more of your mouth jacking here tonight. I've had just enough to drink. I'll dodge your ride. So don't roll up on me if you don't want to fight. Yeah.
Nice.
All right, man.
That was nice. Get a
Hey,
little.
thanks, man. Yeah, that's one of them little things. My mom always liked that little song, so I always try to do it for her now. And Miss Boogie says that no, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, I
that's
just
funny.
realized she said it was when you said the Eagles, and I was like, oh man, I remember that. What was that movie with Mark Wahlberg in it where he was trying to get on the Eagles and stuff in Philadelphia? You ever see that movie?
Yeah.
But I've
Yeah.
been there a few times, and it's the only place that I was ever actually like worried about my safety, like ever, was seeing an Oakland Raiders game and like being in the O. Like it was crazy down there. But wicked fans of Philadelphia too. Big football town, I'm sure still.
Homestead Made Easy. I seen you down there, brother. Just seen you. Sorry I missed your comment, but I see you, brother. Thank you for being here, my man. Surviving together. Melissa, my sister, I appreciate you, darling. Hi, Mom.
Yes.
Hi, Missy.
Oh,
Let's see here. Miss Boogie Time still in the house. And then, like I say, Homestead Made Easy. I just now seen your comment, brother. Good to see you, man. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, you see Boogie's comment right here?
I do see that.
Yeah.
I could do that. We'll save that for next week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll be a good one. But okay, well, look, Sean, we're coming up on about 15 minutes left. So, would you like to start with you know, a little bit of beginning story of
The origin story?
yeah, you can go ahead and we'll just start talking about it. But go ahead and lead us
Sure.
off, man. Go ahead.
Sure. So, I started, for me, kind of how the YouTube journey started was, I've been thinking about doing it for a while, and it was weird because my brain works and me and guys' brains work very similarly, but we also work each other's strengths, right? And, I kind of got caught in that. I don't know what to do. And I was already writing music. I've been writing music a very long time. And something just clicked in my head and said, well, maybe I could start putting some of these, basically making music videos, if you will. I don't want to call them that, but like getting them out there this way. Cause when I started out, you were going to studios and having to pay people to do it. And like, even in my personal life, I didn't work for anybody very long. I'd work, learn my trade, learn my craft, and then I'd open my own business. Like I just would prefer to work for myself and know how to do all the stuff myself. So to jump into it, I finally decided I think, yeah, it was September because we both started right around the same time, I believe, in September, and ended up meeting through another kind of like what we got, like it was alive, and seen him once in there, just kind of, with the good vibes and creating change. And then through Nemo, if you guys know Nemo 504, we were both in there. And I remember him saying one day, you two should actually get together. He's like, Guy had just left the room and I kind of just came in type thing. And he's like, you got to meet this fella. So it took me probably, I don't know, 2 or 3 days because like I was still trying to figure out how to find a channel on YouTube. You know what I mean? So I'm like creating change, Guy Bandy, like toot. And then eventually there was a third time we ran into each other. My number 3 has been something that when it happens 3 times for me, that's a clear indication that it's something that I should pursue. So I remember, I don't know which one of us wrote each other first, but it popped off quick. It was like, hey, would you like to talk or something like that?
Well, I think I think I remember us. I made a video.
Yeah.
And I mentioned something about if anybody would like to come on with me, that I was able, that I would like to share a live. And I think you were like maybe the only person that was like, hey, bro, I'll go on with you.
Yeah, that was it.
Cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that first one, which we did, I think 3 kind of like that. We did one on yours, one on mine. I think another one on mine after. Mm-hmm. And it was just right out of the gate. Like you could tell there was something there, which was very, very cool for me because a part of my, and I got this from like kind of any of the art forms that I've participated in. It's like, yes, sure, I can do it alone, but man, it's just so much more fun.
When you have
feedback. Yeah, exactly. And it's like close enough the same, but dissimilar enough as at the same time as well. So, we hit it off from there, and then we got real fancy. I did anyway. Figured out how to use the Telegram app, right? And then we were able to actually see and talk to each other through there, and and that's kind of where it started. But it was very interesting because the more that we talked, I personally found was like this man is saying the exact same kind of thing I've been thinking, I've been feeling. He's just maybe the words are a little bit different, but we both have this idea, and why not do it? So we have spent pretty much while we were both building our channels and are still building the channels, a lot of time in the background, even more so than this week, trying to do this exact setup you see in front of you. And then we came up with the next plan, which Guy will tell you about.
Well, yeah, absolutely. We were just, exploring different opportunities and seeing what we both kind of had in mind for what, future held. And, I kind of had it stuck in my mind that, I had a person in mind that I was going to do this with. I was going to, that it was like, to me, there was no other there was no other path. And I remember when I started this little journey, I was like, I was so disappointed that didn't work out. I was
Yeah.
just so disappointed that we couldn't do this. And I was like, and in my heart, I was like, well, there's only, I took it very personal, which was wrong with me. Because in my heart, I was like, well, there's really no other reason other than that you just don't want to, because the technology's here.
Yeah.
Like it could be. And then I'm like, well, wait a minute. Not everybody wants the same thing. And not everybody can line up like that. So then it was like, okay, well, I've got to stop being heart sick and I got to just keep pushing because this is what I want to do. So in doing that, I met you.
Yep.
And in doing that, it was like, okay, well, I've got to give other people a chance. I can't just say, okay, well, I'm never going to try doing anything extra ever again. I'm just going to do it because I'm like you. I need that feedback. I need somebody to laugh at my daggone jokes.
Yeah, or be like, "Whoa!"
I mean, I need that, and it was like, okay, well, then let's start reaching. So me and Sean, we started talking behind the scenes and started playing with some different technologies, and then we found out quick that what we was trying to do it on just wasn't. It sucked. It was hard.
It was terrible.
So then, through chance, I wound up accidentally coming across this technology through Big Jack Storytime. I obviously knew of it, but I didn't. Nobody ever explained to me. Like nobody ever took the time to say, okay, well, you can throw a banner up here and watch. You can do it like, do it this easy and that, like, boom, you can do that easy. And it's like, well, no kidding, I didn't know that. So, then that give us. It was like, okay, well, now there really is no reason why. Now there is no reason why that we can't go forward and figure out how we turn this into a show. It's the name is purposeful, guys. It's not Guy and Shine hanging out. It's not Guy and Shine in their living room talking about whatever. It's this Guy and Shine show. We're trying to figure out how to bring you guys some form of entertainment in our own way. This morning we introduced doing the song like Sean sent me for the first time. Sent me a song through email. I was able to pull it out of email, share it into this program, and then be able to play you guys that song while we were able to get up and go use the restroom or get a drink, get a cup of coffee. That to me is just like, that's growth. That's growth for me and him.
Oh man, major growth. Like this week was like, and it keeps coming back to that message of, put the work in and you'll see you're going to get something out of it, right? You're going to learn something every time. You're like, oh man, this is because what I really like about this relationship. And I think, because the same thing, like with wanting to work with people that we kind of knew forever, you know what I mean? And be like, why did you just want to do this? Right. But with this relationship, we actually both are, okay, yeah, this is what I think. This is what I think. What do you think? Okay, yeah, cool. Or let's do this. And there's an ebb and flow to it all. And that was honestly one of the least things I expected, was for it to go from like, hey, we're talking to, okay, now we're doing it. And now it's happening. And and we know the next steps that we've already got planned. Yep. So,
I think it's a great way to show people by our own example that, there is real life in YouTube as well.
Yeah.
I know that a lot of us are just on the other side of a screen, and I get that. But you do have the opportunity to personally meet people and personally become. I'm personally vested in Sean now. We talk on private. We talk regularly, and he's my friend.
Yes, sir.
It'll be the same when we get face to face, and that is going to happen. Just to put that out there, and that will be part of our upcoming story next week. What we have planned as far as our actual meet and how that's going to work, and what we would like to do to try to bring some people into that and involve them in that and grow this thing as big as we possibly can, guys. We're going to do the best job that we know how, and we're going to bring it on a professional level every day, guys. That's what I'm saying, is we're trying our best to not just be the next person. We're trying to be exactly who we are, bring some music, find some talent out there that would like to come on and just introduce a song or introduce themselves, or
Yeah.
a channel that wants to come on and speak and share what they're about, or whatever.
Yep.
We're all about it. Me and Shine are always going to support. That's how it truly works, guys. You can have all the lofty notions in the world,
Yes, sir.
but until you realize that it truly does come down to, you've got to create a circle around you that envelops you, but you've got to have that it has to have many branches that come off of it. Has to have many ways for those of us that's trying to reach as many people. I haven't even started, Shine. We haven't even started sharing this to Instagram yet. We
No.
haven't started sharing this to Facebook yet. And
No.
we've got 3 videos up that I'm just super uber proud of. We've got a couple videos in the back that we haven't never shared to people and we
Yes, we
haven't
do.
even started pulling these. Now that we have this,
Mhm.
now it's easy enough for me to pull all this and put it out to podcasts and start bringing some people in, man. I'm telling you.
And all
Sorry.
y'all want to do that, even if you're on your YouTube, like make yourself a little podcast that puts you out to YouTube Music, and it'll grow it grows your channel crazy. Like a lot of people listen to a lot more of this than they have time to watch. Like, even maybe some people now might just have it down and they're listening to us talk. I'm not sure. But yeah, like it's just good for your growth, and take those opportunities, because it's time to seize what you want. You know what I mean?
Well, as we was talking about yesterday, and I spoke about it. I mean, be bold.
Oh yeah,
be bold.
Absolutely.
This is a chance where that you have an opportunity. All of us have an opportunity. If you want to use it correctly and you want to really do something, then be bold.
Be the change you want to see. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Be the change you want to see. And
as the statement on the channel says, creating change, it does start with a thought.
That's right.
And this has been one of those learning experiences, not only for myself, but I think it's a good experience for everybody to see that, man, nobody eats you. Nobody comes through the screen and gets you if you make a mistake or whatever. It's all cool. It's all cool in the end. We got Miss Tracy in the house again.
Hello, Tracy.
John.
Hello.
Thank you. She says, I'll put it up here on the screen. She says, I'm so happy for you both. I was enjoying your content separately. Having you two together is a blessing. We feel the same way, Miss Tracy. Thank you. Thank you. And Boogie Time, me and Shine are always going to be, we're always going to be Miss Boogie Time fans. And Joshua Husband, yeah, buddy. He said, I don't remember you ever playing that one before. Joshua, Josh, I'm going to stop playing. Josh, I wrote that, I guess about like 14 years ago, man. And it was just one of them funny songs. You know what I'm saying? It was just one of those silly things. But, hey, thank you, man. I appreciate that. If you get the chance, go back and listen to Sean's song. It was on, we done it. I can't remember what time frame it was, but
around 5 to 11, I believe.
5 to 11, 5 minutes to 11. Go back and check that out. It's not a video. It's just, you'll see the welcome sign of our page. You'll see that. And then the video, you'll hear the song. You'll be able to hear the song. We just was trying something new, just to put something out there, something a little bit different. But hey, Sean, we've had a room full this morning. It seems like
we have, and we've hit our noontime mark.
Yeah, we've hit the noontime mark, and I think what I would like to explore doing, man, is I got to thinking about it. Is we might need to adjust our time in the near future to catch the lunchtime.
Yeah, maybe
like that 30-minute lunchtime, like you know what I mean?
Any day. We will, but in the art of me having to look, as pristine as I do, baby's got to go get her hair done. Okay.
Indeed, you do.
Baby got to get her hair done.
Yes, you do.
All right.
Are you going to go with the perm again?
I told you every winter I keep it to myself that I will treat myself to one winter permanent. So today is the day.
Hey, I support
You live your
brother.
life. Live your
I
life.
support
I know you do.
I got your back, way back. I love it, man. Hey, Miss Boogie Time, we appreciate you. Tracy's Local Learners, we appreciate you. Homestead Made Easy, appreciate you, brother. Josh, I appreciate you, man. Josh Husband, thank you, man. Thank you
Appreciate
very much.
all y'all. All y'all.
Boogie Time, let's see, yeah, all of you. You know how I am. I'll get started. Destined to Recover.
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you, young lady. Melissa, Mom, thank you. Let's see, Surviving Together. Go check out Surviving Together. Her channel deals with all things trauma, and she was wanting to promote her live for I think it was maybe tomorrow. I don't know, but go check her out or go check them out. Go check them out. Surviving Together. She was saying something about a live. So and
Yes.
Mr. Weirdo.
Mr. Weirdo. He's
is
going up
live
right about now. Yeah,
Yup,
he'd be
he'll
on
be-
there now.
Yup. So
So-
guys, I'm gonna get off here. Chris the Flash, thank you, brother. I see you. I see all of you guys. If I and Dapper, I remember you were here, brother. Thank you
Yep.
very much.
Thank you very much, Chapter.
Let's see. Man,
You got
I
one.
always feel like I miss people, but you know how it is. Magic of Healing. That's who I was. Yep. Thank
Yeah,
you.
big shout out to you. Thank you for helping with the links and all that stuff. That was
When
great.
I get to a Smiley, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. I see our sister. That's a girl. Smiley one is a girl.
Okay.
Or as a woman, or whatever.
Woman.
But yeah, she corrected me the one time because I was on Chris's page and I thought she was a dude, and I said, you know how I always say, brother.
Yeah, hey man. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like, yeah.
Yeah, howdy, brother, or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, she made sure to let me know I'm a sister, so
Yeah,
now
well,
Sister Smiley, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah,
Good.
I'm with
Good.
you. I'm with you. But guys, this is good vibes from me and Sean to you. We appreciate you. This has been our first full week.
Yes.
Monday through Friday.
Yep.
And we've learned a lot. We've come a long ways in this 1 week, and we are going to be back Monday through Friday next week doing this very thing. We're going to try and bring y'all a little something better, a little something different every time, maybe little, but at least we didn't lose volume this time. At least I didn't mute everybody out, and we were sitting here going like this for 5 minutes trying to figure something out. You know what I mean? Hey, I feel like I'm winning at this point. Like,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
only
You're
had
doing
like
great.
2 moments that I was truly lost for a minute. You know what I mean?
Well, you know what, man? It's been a great week, and I want to thank all y'all for coming out. We will see you next week, for sure. Bringing more stuff to you, and until then, just be safe. Tell the ones you love them, and keep on shining.
I can't say it no better myself. This is Creating Change. This is Guy and Shine. As always, good vibes. Always good vibes. If you don't mind, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, share if you feel so led. If not, I really don't care. I just appreciate y'all being here. Till next time. I'll see you backstage, Sean. Y'all have a good.